Hello, everyone's. I am here for Black Lightning Season 3, Episode 9. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you return and you a family member, you one of my peoples, well, welcome back. Now, you guys, this was a stressful episode. Like, I was on my edge the entire episode. Is like, what exactly is going on? Because your girl's nerves are on the edge. So last week somebody commented that Gamby had explained how what's her name, Grace got her powers at the beginning of the season. Now, for whatever reason, I cannot go back to that episode of my on demand. So if anybody knows how Grace got her powers, can you please leave it in a comment below? And as far as curly haired dude being Dr. Jason's son, I just be throwing out theories because it's like the wild theories of what could happen. So like Jace may have killed his mom, but I was saying that would have been an interesting twist if that was his Dr. Jace was his mom. Now, mind you, I have never read a Black Lightning comic in my life. I didn't know anything about Black Lightning until like a season 1, and I started reviewing in season 2. So other than that, that is my pure knowledge of Black Lightning, is watching the show. So whatever happened in the comics, I know nothing about. So let's go ahead and get into this episode that has your girl stressed out. Jennifer, she is like doing some type of diary on her phone, like a little message. And she's saying that she has been awakened at 3:33 for the last 2 nights. And I was like, okay, once, okay, twice, and then I'd be getting like, what's going on? And I think 3 times, like, yeah, something's going on. And she looked it up, and it's about your equilibrium between your mind, body, and spirit, which doesn't surprise her with everything going on. We got this city on lockdown. Mom and Daddy was in the pit at the ASA headquarters or wherever for like 31 days. Daddy getting beat up outside. Khalil done died recently. I don't know how long it's been. That happened. Her meeting curly haired dude, and them powers kind of commingling almost. Her working for Odell. It's a lot going on in your girl's life, and she's starting to question who she should believe. Now, believe your daddy, because Odell, he a lie. He a lie. Okay, she's like, on one hand, she has Odell telling her that the Markovians, they're doing this, and once we take them down, everything will be good. And then we have, Jefferson on the other side, like, we're good people, we shouldn't be doing all these things. And then she has it on her heart that she's killed some folks. Whether they was innocent or not, she is actually taking a life. But she's thinking like, Odell can't be that bad if, Lynn is still working for him. But I'm like, you just don't know that your Obama is working for him because she has an endless supply of green language she is now hooked on. Y'all haven't noticed because every time she gets antsy, she'll just up and leave. I gotta go to the pit. I gotta go save these people. I gotta do this. And she's there with her endless supply of drugs. Now, the outside world thinks that it's some anti-vaxxers that are in Freeland that is getting people sick, and it's like, that's why we can't go there. So somehow the ASA has intercepted the message they had sent out, and it's not like, okay, they're here doing this because of madness. It's like some anti-vaxxers. They hear anti-vaxxers and they like, we ain't got no time for this. But they do let the people know, if like within the last 3 months, have you been any close to Freeland, there's a number you can call to the CDC and you can get yourself checked out. Like the ASA, they are all over some things. So I was kind of hoping that like once the people who they did get out of Freeland, they start talking to people like, look, here's my ID. It says I was from Freeland. You can see the date that I got this ID, so I ain't tripping. Like all of us was able to escape and get out somehow. We're not going to tell you that because that ain't none of your business. But, the ASA have us locked up. And hopefully they had some, figures on their phone so they can see what's going on and they can show it to the news crew so the outside world can get to looking at, hey, this is what's going on in Freeland, and it has nothing to do with some kind of outbreak going on. So Blackbird tells Black Lightning that it was Khalil who had attacked her and Tavon. And if it wasn't for Gamby, she'd be dead. And she said that she tried to reason with him, but he was acting very robotic. He didn't know anything. So she's like, yeah, something's up. Like, we need to act now. Like, it's no more holding back. Like, this is what they got going on. But he was like, we watched Khalil's funeral. I was like, yeah, you watched, going from the funeral service, and then you watch them putting him in, you watch them put the casket in the ground. But most funerals, like at the service, they close the casket for good right then and there. So it could have had like a little trap bottom, and that's how they got Khalil out. I don't know, where they came back and just dug Khalil up and Khalil wasn't dead. A whole lot of things could have happened. But we do know that Khalil is alive. So now Gamby knows, Lynn knows, Anissa knows, and Jefferson knows. And once, Lynn, Gamby, Anissa, Jefferson. Now, when Jennifer finds out, she gonna lose it on Odell. Like, oh, so my boyfriend wasn't dead. He didn't die. But you turned him into some, superhuman, killer machine. That's what you did. And then you did all this and had him kill his mom and had me killing some people. Yeah, she gonna roast doggone Odell like a marshmallow. Like, I am still here for a joint, killing of Odell. Even if I gotta wait to the end of the series, I will be here for it. Now let's think of another way that he can die, since we realize that he is just evil all the way around. Again, we could have like a little tag team of, not Thunder. What is it? No. Black Lightning and Lightning, giving him some shocks. Okay, he down. And this go tapping on his knees. Both knees. Breaking them. Then Lynn come through with, some kind of, healing fast bone treatment. And then slowly gives him some black light. Not no black light, but some green light. Yeah, get him hooked, and then don't give him some for a few days. Painkiller come through, and just gives him a little peck each day till he's almost gone. Then give him the antiviral, he pops back up. And all this while, Uncle Gammy, he got his gadgets, to make sure that, he ain't dead or nothing like that, and we can continue to repeat the cycle. I will be here for that. Give him all the pain we can give him. Now, Lightning, she is at Anissa's house, all suited up in that new suit that Odell gave her, and the sky turns red, and like lightning starts happening. I'm like, hold up, like, what's going on here? Like, does anybody else see this? Odell calls on her earpiece, and like, she's like, you see this? He was like, yeah, I see this. I just need you to stay in the house. But she's so mesmerized. Next thing you know, she like, lightning kind of hits and she kind of like passes out. I'm like, oh no, what's going on? Jennifer, what's going on? I need you to wake up. I need you to wake up now. She comes to, and like she's in some like dark void type of situation where there's regular lightning. Then we have bad lightning and no powers lightning. And they're like, hold up, you look like me, but you look like you look like you got all the attitudes, bad lightning, and no powers lightning. You just look like you just so sweet and innocent. And then there's me, regular lightning. I got a little bit of no attitude, and I am sweet, so I'm kind of like a mixture of both of y'all. But yeah. No powers, Jennifer said that she had changed the water in Freeland, so whoever had meta powers lost their powers once they drank the water. And when Odell found out, he put her in the pit and put a collar on her, and she was like leaving the pit, like when the sky turned red, and she ended up there. Now in this version of no powers, Jennifer, Khalil is alive. Anissa, she hasn't told her mom and dad that she is a lesbian. Only Jennifer knows. Jennifer and Lynn are together, but Jefferson gets ratted out by being part of the resistance from the Reverend, because they over there, they have a video of the Reverend like telling on Jefferson that, yeah, ratting him out, saying, yeah, we working on this, that, and the third, and they just killed the Reverend right there. And I'm like, oh no, like he already died, almost died in, regular, world, in, regular Jennifer world, but he died for real in, no power Jennifer's world. Then they killed Jefferson just right there in front of his family. I was like, no, this can't be happening. But regular Jennifer, well, regular Lightning, she's still in her suit, so she's Lightning. She sees this and is like, oh snap, like she's there but not there. She's kind of like a, I don't want to say hologram, but she's not fully there, but you can see her just a little bit because she keep on like teleporting to different areas. It was good episode, but I had to rewind, I had to fast, I had to do a lot of things to get this review, these notes done. But in regular world, Anissa finds Jennifer passed out on the floor, and like she's jumping in and out of her body. It's like her body's there, but like, y'all remember on Ghost Dad when he went back into his body, was kind of like that. That's the only way I can describe it. Like almost see-through-ish her, was jumping in and out of her body. So like they wondering what's going on. Like, where did she get this suit from? Because this is not the suit I made her. She like jumps to it like, Dad is dead, and just kind of like disappears right quick. They don't know what's going on. Her vitals keep disappearing for some reason. This all started when the sky turns red. I know we worried about Jennifer, but we need to also be worried about why the sky turning red like this. This just doesn't happen just every day. Like, Jefferson, he is on his way. Because wherever he was at trying to handle some business, they can't get a hold of Lynn because she is at home cooking a batch of green light. Now, first of all, I don't know where she got the recipe from. That's off the bat. She is really at home in the kitchen cooking up a batch of green light. I'm like, serious? This is what's going on. Your youngest child is over here zapping in and out of whatever, and you at home cooking green light. But she did make it there. I'm gonna give it to her that. I'm glad that she stopped cooking green light long enough to go over there and check on Jennifer, because she was able to make it there before before Jefferson. But he was actually on his way. As soon as he got the call, he was going. But you at home cooking up you back to green light because your stash was out there, left when you jumped in the van with Gamby. Now I thought she was gonna go back out there and try to get it, and end up getting herself snatched up, which would have served her right. But now she at home cooking it. Anyways, Gamby thinks that they're dealing with parallel universes. Because it's like, once we don't see her vitals, that's because she done zapped off to somewhere else. They're like, okay, so we got parallel universes now. That don't even make sense. But I was like, a lot of stuff on here don't make sense. Like, you have superpowers. That doesn't happen every day. So parallel universes don't seem so hard, do they? Lynn talking about the escalation with the ASA is all Jefferson's fault because he helped and joined the resistance, and she's mad that she had to. But I think she's just mad because she had to leave her all-access green light, supply, now that she can't work at the ASA no more. Like, that's the reason why you mad. This ain't got nothing to do with Jefferson, by the way, of Black Lightning. Because he's in his, Jefferson. He's Jefferson right now because he ain't got on a suit. But this has nothing to do with him becoming Black Lightning to help people out. This has everything to do with, you are mad because while you was at the pit, you just had a dish full of green light there for you. And don't you think it's odd that they giving you green light? You know you were hooked on it and you know that you need it. But why do you think you just have access to this drug? You know what is a drug. You know what is addictive. But don't you wonder why they're giving it to you? Why you just have all access to it? In question, would this mean that shouldn't she have power since she's been taking green light? Or they done something that just gives you the addictive properties but not the powers? I don't know. But she was getting on my nerves. you know, what did I call her? I said, Jennifer, no powers. Okay, all the attitude, Jennifer. She, with all the attitude, and she's working with Odell to clean up the mess that Jefferson should have done years ago. And somehow, wait a minute, where am I at? Okay, we jumped over to fight Black Lightning. Odell wants to implant the detainees with a chip and give them the ability to fight, but like second in command girl, she's like, that don't seem like that's a good idea because they don't have any training. So we just, giving these kids straight off the street, some chips to implant in their brains. That just don't seem like a good idea to me. But she it was written on her face, but she didn't verbalize this to Jefferson. Now, Anissa tells, this is back in, real world. Anissa tells Gamby and Lynn that Khalil is alive. And Lynn, she's looking like, oh my goodness. And she goes, sits down like, oh my goodness, I need my green light right now. And she's like, what's wrong? And it's like, what's wrong with you? She's like, first of all, we need to go ahead. She's like, I know I saw him in the pit, last week. But Anissa like, we need to put him down. She's like, why would you say that? We need to put him down. Because he dangerous. He out here killing folks. He didn't kill his mama. You know that. We don't. Well, Anissa don't know that. He killed his mama. He's responsible for Tavon dying. He almost killed Blackbird, which is still Anissa. Like, he's done all these things. He is no longer Khalil. He is a killer. And if you get that brain chip out of him, and he no longer is under control of Odell, how is he gonna be as a person knowing that he just been out here killing people, and the main one was his mama? Child. Y'all, it's a fight between, attitude Jennifer and Anissa, Jefferson, and Liv. Child, she did not gonna knock Anissa clear across the room, because first she did lightning her. It's like, yeah, you can't really hold your breath when you caught off guard. And she got her the thunderclap. She done zapped Anissa across the room. Then she got a little bit of getting zapped across the room, which she was kind of a little bit of an attitude, and attitude Jennifer's world. But I don't think she was on green light. She ended up killing Jefferson too. I was like, child. Now we got regular Jennifer and bad attitude Jennifer fighting each other while they're in this black void. And she's like, what are we doing? She was like, she just basically was just telling how it is. You, attitude Jennifer, you let Odell use your powers and make it into a weapon. No powers, Jennifer. I used to wish I didn't have powers, because I think everything would go back to normal, everything would be perfect, but it is not perfect. So yeah, just let them know. But they kind of figured out their worlds are collapsing on each other, and I guess only one of them is gonna win. And I was like, it best to be the one where it's regular Jennifer. Okay, we don't need a world with bad attitude and no power Jennifer. But the next thing you know, this white wave, they was like, y'all hear that? And bad attitude was like, what y'all talking about? This white wave just swooped through and took out bad attitude Jennifer and no powers Jennifer. And then in regular world, we see outside of Freeland, what is that going on? It swoops in, and child, it gets Black Lightning, then Gamby, then Lynn, then Anissa, and then it just goes off. I'm like, what? What's gonna happen next? This wave then just swoop through. This white wave swooped through and got bad attitude Jennifer and no powers Jennifer in the black void. Then came and took out Black Lightning, Gamby, Lynn, and Anissa. Where did they go? I was so confused. I'm sitting here I don't have nobody to answer no question to me. My husband don't watch the show, but he was asleep at the time anyway. I'm just sitting here well, what happens next? I was waiting on a commercial to say what happens next week, and I didn't get that. Now I'm I know we are only what episode was this? 6? It's episode 9. So I was like, I know it is not just 9 episodes in this season. So are we all for like, you know, winter break? I hope that's what this is, because I'm gonna be just sitting here wondering what happened. This white wave just swooped through and just scooped everybody up. Like, really? So I just think now, even though this was in a different universe, Jennifer, you don't need to be working with Odell no more. I just hope you know that it's clear right now. You was questioning yourself at the beginning of the episode, and you see how Odell acts in other universes, and you just have to assume that he is the exact same way in your universe. Meaning, you need to not gonna get rid of him. Now, y'all can still use my idea of a way to kill this man. Now, when we using the lightning, black lightning and lightning, try to hold back on your power so as this man's heart don't stop. Just give him a good enough zap that, you know, it'll hurt, but not enough is gonna kill him. Okay, that's just it. That was suggest. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, you can come up here and be one of my peoples. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come up here and be one of my peoples, and click on that button above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.